Hey guys, it's Nadine. I am back to share with you all my part 2 of my Fixation. So this is the things that I have in my second half of my Filofax, which is pretty much my finances, my home stuff, and these are things. I have a home binder, but my home binder is a little different from this. I've actually updated my home binder, so I will do another video on my home management binder, which I used to call it my brain in a binder, but now I would say this is my brain in a binder. But this just has all the things that I need to take care of. The home management binder that I have is just anything overall for the kids and their sports stuff and everything. And like I said, I'll show you guys another updated video on that after I make the series of these videos. Don't forget, at the end of this video, I'm going to announce a giveaway, and it will be for some little goodies it'll be for a little Filofax. Let me show you guys really quickly, and it is this one, the Sketch Contemporary Pocket Organizer. Actually go over this and make a whole nother video about this giveaway. Okay, second half of my Filofax. The first half I went over with you guys was my calendar system and my color coding system. So first things first is this plastic protector sheet. You can put business cards or credit cards in it. I use it for business cards. And this came with my Filofax. I am debating getting another one, but I have to decide whether or not I'm in need of it. I have a few things in here right now. One is my old Queens Credit Union debit card that I had, which is just reminiscent of, you know, different times for me. And then I have a business card in here for Conklin's Flowers, which is in the Pentagon, among other things. But this is the florist that I use to send my mom flowers for special occasions, because my mom works in the Pentagon. Now, let me show you guys something else. Hold on a second. In back here, this is the tab folders that came with my Filofax. It's very plain and whatnot, and you can dress it up or put stickers or whatever you want to do. What I did was, and I left this in here just for the purposes of this video to show you guys what a plain one looks like. All I did initially was I had taken my P-Touch labeler and labeled this is everything in this section is finances. However, I thought it was a little plain, and I have like I mentioned before, a color coding system. So everything to do with green happens to be with money. So money going in or out, okay? So what I did was I took this, I used this as a template, put it on some designer series paper, green paper with these little cute dots on it, and I made my own file index tab. So designer series paper is pretty sturdy, pretty good weight, and so it is almost the same feel and structure and paperweight as your original tab that came with your binder, so your Filofax. So I made one like this. Everything behind here has to do with finances, and I'm going to show you guys. A lot of these pages that I have back here are actually printables that I found on the online, and I will put the links for these in the description box below. This very first one is an editable printable, which means the PDF file, you can add things in there and then print them out, versus some of the other ones that I have back here that you will see, you cannot print them out on the computer. I mean, you can print them out on the computer, but you can't type within the lines. I really dislike my handwriting, so I try to type as much things as I can. And that's one of my New Year's things that I need to work on this year, is my actual handwriting, taking the time to be slower and writing nicely instead of rushing through. Anyway, this I got this printable from Clean Mom Printables, I think. And like I said, I'll put the link for this lady in the description box below. It is a bill and payment checklist. So what it is it has an area right here. Very first column says due date. You can put the date that your bill is due. And so let me kind of just zoom in really quickly to give you guys a better view of what this looks like. So if you see that, says due date, the bill, which would be the bill's name, and then right here from January to December, it has little tick boxes, so you can just check off as you pay things. And so that's what I do. I check them off as I pay things. I have my bills set up two different chunks. So the first half is the things that would be due in the first half of the month, and then the second half of the month I put it right here, and I separate them so that I know what is what. And I have both my business bills and my personal bills all on one page. And as you can see, I have again washi tape around it, and you see the washi tape is green because it corresponds to my finances. And I mentioned before that washi tape is excellent not only to reinforce your holes, but also as good page to help your pages stay nicer, because if you're like me and you use this page a lot, you tend to move things back and forth. And so what it does is it keeps the page stiff and keeps the edges nice so that it doesn't frazzle or fray, so that way it'll be good throughout January through December. So that's just my little tip and why I use so much washi tape. So this is my first sheet, and this is, I am kind of paranoid about being late with things nowadays, so this is key in making sure that everything gets paid on time and whatnot. And this has been really helpful for me. So yeah, now this pocket again, this is called a top loading plastic protector sleeve. Now this, I'm sure you can put papers in it. I happen to put the bills, the paper version of the bills that is due for the month in here. And I have some, as you can see, all my bills are like this. And what I do is I have little sticky tabs on them that says what is what. So that way, and I put them in here according to the date, which the date corresponds to the dates on this sheet. But as you can tell, the very first one says unexpected. Now every single stinking month, like clockwork, we have stuff that I didn't expect, okay, which kind of throws me for a little bit of a loop, but that's okay. I have some other bills back here, and like I said, it's according to date that it's due, and then I have what exact bill that is. So when I get ready to pay them according to this sheet, I just pull it out from here and I, you know, pay them online, and that's that. Now these next sheets right here, I actually got from Erin Hofstetter on frugalliving at about.com. And what it is just a sheet, and again I have washi tape on them, and it's a financial sheet. And what it does is you can put the name of your bill, the balance on it, the interest rate that you're paying on it, and then the minimum payment due or the payments and when they're due. And I love this one. I don't have anything on here. This is just an example because it would normally have too many personal stuff on it for the sake of this video. But I actually love this. I love the concept of it. However, I am actually going to change this up, I think, and use the printed Filofax version of the expense sheet. But this just gives me, I can keep track of what's due and what's not due and how much I'm paying and whatever. Interest rates are a good little thing too to know about, because if you by chance get offered a better interest rate with another company, if you have credit cards and you get offered another interest rate that's lower, I would suggest you look at your current company and ask them if they can either lower their interest rate for your payments and or change over to the company that's offering you better interest rates, so transfer your balances, because interest rates can really do damage. They can actually kill you, because pretty much you're paying and most of it is going toward the interest rate and not the principal balance. So that's kind of annoying and something to keep in mind. That's just my thing. Alrighty. Next goes the home area, and home I have in pink. I love pink and I love purple, purple being the primary one, but I didn't have purple designer series paper, so I just used this pink one. And anyway, in the purple side, I mean in the pink side, it says home, and again, you know, it has a tab here. Now this little sheet I got from isazara.com. So what it is it says weekly to-do list up here, but I don't use it for, well, I don't use it. It's just a template of what is going on as far as house chores during the week. So as you can see, it has Monday through Sunday right here. And I will show you guys what I do. So Mondays, as you can see, I pick up the house because my house is usually like a wreck by Monday because my kids and my husband have been home all weekend. I pick up the house and I empty trash cans and take it to the street. Well, not me, really me. What I do is I divide up the things that are done in the morning. Goes on the top. The things that are done in the evening goes on the bottom, with the exception of Sunday, because Sunday's little area right here is so stinking tiny. So this right here, emptying the trash cans and take it to the street, that is not really what I do. My kids do that. That's their chores. But that's a reminder for me to remind them to do it. Tuesdays are trash days. Wednesdays, my house gets cleaned. And like I showed you guys on my calendar section, the towels and sheets get changed out and washed. Thursday, nothing happens because I have a busy day with radio and work and whatnot. Fridays is an open day because if I'm not working, then this is a day spent with my husband. Saturdays, I'm usually working, and or we have sports events. So, you know, house chores doesn't happen so much on them at the end of the week. It happens more so in the beginning of the week. Sundays is mostly my day. So again, going back to my calendar section, this is when I change out everybody's towels again. I do stuff in our backyard. I pick up the trash, pick up the dog poop. I scrub our deck, whatnot. I also, this is a big time for my Filofax because I plan out my weekly menu and my grocery list. And then I update my calendar for the following week. Now on the very, very bottom, you guys will see, let me zoom in. You guys will see my little list here. And this is just my really quick routine for morning and evening. So before I go to work, what I do is I put in a load of laundry. With 5 people in the house, there's a lot of clothes. There's a lot of laundry here. So I put in a load of laundry. I clean up the coffee area because my husband is a mess. He kind of makes his coffee in the morning and leaves everything there, the spoon and whatnot, the paper towel and stuff. And so I clean all of that stuff up and I empty the dishwasher. And then in the evening, after we're done eating, I clean the kitchen. I load the dishwasher again. I sweep, mop, and vacuum. So I sweep and mop in my kitchen while my kids vacuum the living room. And then I've showed you guys that having my own business, I have to transfer money. So I make sure that I do that. Now, I like to keep my chores very minimal because here's the deal. As mommies, we already have a lot on our plate. And so to make a long list of crap to do can be overwhelming, and then you find you don't do it, and then you get all upset at yourself. And to me, I'm like, okay, why do that? Let's keep it simple. So I try to keep it as simple as possible. Alrighty, so then I have oh, you know what, I need to put washi tape over here because I didn't do that. Okay. Then I have another sheet, and this is my 1-year planner, and I'm going to show you guys. And again, I have pink washi for home stuff, and I got this from thepeacefulmom.com. I actually love her blog, and this lady, she has a lot of great tips and whatnot on budgets and, you know, whatever. But my 1-year planner is a quick overview as to what kind of things I need to do during these times. So let me give you an example. If you see January, I make a note to myself, put away all the Christmas decor and start purchasing or making cards for the year. So what I do is I go back to my calendar that I've showed you guys with the birthday, you know, list, my vertical, where is it? My vertical year planner, and I go and I look at everybody's thing and I tally up who has what birthdays and how much cards either I gotta make or buy, and I do it then. So I have birthday cards throughout the year. Sometimes I don't get to make or buy everybody's cards at once, but that's okay. At least I have a note that that's what I intend to do. In March, I start buying summer stuff, which means swimsuits, sunblock, shorts, tank tops, you know, anything to do with summer I start doing in March because that's usually when the summer stuff comes on sale. In April, we do our spring cleaning. I start getting rid of stuff. I go through our medicine cabinets and I throw out all, you know, expired items and stuff. In May, I sign my kids up for all of their summer activities because that's usually when you got to do it without, you know, getting any kind of late fees for late sign up and whatnot. June and July, these are times when my kids usually have their summer activities. And also when we take our vacations, so I don't really have any major things that need to be done. In August, we start getting ready for school again, so I buy all their school clothes, their shoes, their backpacks, and whatnot. September, I don't have anything major because September is me getting a system down for how their school goes and whatnot, so I don't try to overwhelm myself in September. In October, I get ready for fall. I start decorating and I start buying winter clothes in October. In November, I start making my list and I start purchasing stuff for Christmas presents and whatnot. I also start to buy stuff for our gifting, which is when my husband and I have our own offices. What we do is I have to put baskets together for offices that refer to us, and usually it's about 50 to 60 to sometimes 75 baskets that I end up making. So I got to start early on this because it takes a lot of thinking and planning to figure out what good little things would I want to put in a basket instead of just buying like generic Harry and David crap. Okay, and then I start doing my Christmas shopping like I mentioned, and I start putting away the fall decor, and I start decorating for winter. So that's how my year looks. Now after that, I have my menu and cooking area. And in here, I just have lists of things that I know as a family or I can make without having to look at the ingredients and or the recipes for stuff. So these are things I make good and I've been making for quite some time. So when I start planning my menus out for the week, I just refer to this as a really quick cheat sheet. Yeah. This other page has stuff that my husband specifically likes. These are his favorite dishes. And then on the last page is my middle son, who's very, very picky and initially only ate chicken and chocolate, what he likes. So as I find things that he likes, I write it here to make a note because, yeah, this kid can be, my husband and my middle son are the most picky people in our family as far as eating goes. My daughter and my oldest son, they're really easy to eat anything. So on the next tab is my projects page, and this is just stuff that I want to do in the house, in and around my house, and so that's what that is. And then the next tab after that is business, and again, as you can tell, it's green because business usually generates income for me and or income going or money going out, things that I have to buy and whatnot. So I have a list here. Then the next thing I have is my YouTube tab, which I can share with you guys here. I have just and here's a little paper clip from Sarah that I got. In here, let me zoom out, is I have lists and lists and lists of the videos that need to be done. What do I want to talk about within these videos and stuff. And so I just have pages and pages of ideas of videos that are coming up on my channel that I'm going to do. Then I have a craft tab right here, and so in my craft tab, this is just stuff that I need to do my craft room, to-do list, my wish list for my I have a wish list back here for my crafts, you know, what craft things I want to purchase at some point in time and whatnot. So that's that. Then I have my personal wish list right here, and then I have my blog thing. And I have a blog that I actually have closed down for a while because I had this crazy stalker chick. So I closed it down, and I'm thinking about opening it up again and writing things on there, but I'm not quite sure, so I have to figure that out. And then back here I just have a Scentsy catalog because I need to reorder something from Scentsy from my daughter's friend's mom, because my Scentsy holder, my dog accidentally, one of my dogs is a Great Dane, he's really big, and he accidentally hit it with his tail and it went crashing to the ground and smashing to smithereens. So I have to buy another warmer. Now that is my Filofax, and like I said, I love it. I really, really do love it. So again, I'm gonna do a giveaway. Now that this is done, I'm going to do a giveaway of this Sketch Contemporary pocket organizer size.